You've got a new book out, The Yankee Years. He's going to write an autobiography sometime.
I don't know. I read it. I swear to God, my kid's a big time Joe Torre fan, only. And he's flying from Chicago to Florida to his mom. And I never thought my kid's going to read anything. And he told me everything because he's a baseball fan and other talk. And I say, well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong to say how you feel? And it was funny coming with my kid because my kid think I'm the one can say stuff up there and nobody knows. But I said, hey, listen, that's the way it's here, the way to look at it. People can take it the way they want to take it. That's my opinion because I read it and like, well, if you're in baseball area, in baseball places, I don't know why people can say what they have to say, or people they always judge you by what you say. Well, you know me. I have to read the book and say, when you going to write yours?
Well, what did you learn from writing the book?
Well, first off, I did an autobiography after my first year managing the Yankees, and that was tough for me because I really wasn't a happy child growing up and I had to go through all that stuff. But Tom Verducci, this was like 2 years ago, Tom Verducci, who had written my first book for me, came with the idea. He learned it from 3 days in August when he did the book. The book was written about Tony, and he says, you know what you've done, winning 4 World Series, being in 6 World Series, short period of time, that's going to be hard to do anymore. And he says, because there have been a lot of changes. He says, I have an idea about writing a book about the changes in baseball, because 10 years is a generation in baseball. He says, I have an idea about writing a book that the changes that went on during your time with the Yankees. At the time, it was like 10 years, 11 years. And would you be interested in doing it with me? Well, because it was Tom Verducci, and I know he's credible and I trust him, I said, sure, because it wasn't totally about me. Even though when the book came out, my name is on it and it's totally about me. But I think once people start reading the book, they understand it's more like a history book than it is about stuff I say about what went on in the clubhouse. And so I'm very proud of the books. We took a lot of time. I must have read it 5 or 6 times in editing it along the way. But what I learned is that, first off, if I'm going to write the book, I got to tell people something that they don't know. Now, does that mean I'm going to tell tales on somebody? No, but I'll give you one guy's case, Kevin Brown. The only thing people knew about Kevin Brown is he signed a long-term contract with the Dodgers. He got to fly in a private jet a lot, and he was hard to get along with. Well, he was tortured. There's no question. He had trouble because he wanted to do so well, so bad, that I wanted to give him a human side to him. And that's why I allowed certain things. Now, am I saying that everybody's going to be happy with that? But I had a reason to do things. I wasn't doing it specifically, for shock value, because that wasn't the intent.